Ladies and gentlemen, Jake Nation, we're back, and it's been a while since we've done a stream on anything on this channel, as far as I know. For those who are wondering what's going on today, in the next probably 12 minutes, there's supposed to be a MK12 reveal that we're all, and I think everyone and their mother has been waiting on at this point. Like, we're all trying to figure out, how it's going to look, how the game's going to be. Yeah, combat time, guys. Combat time. Yeah, this is one of the few times I've been able to stream and stuff in a long time. So I'm actually kind of excited. This is like one of the ways of going about it, if anything. But since we're talking about this, we got some time. One of the things my guess is this is based on what happened in this trailer. For those who don't know, there was a trailer that happened a couple of times ago, and all these trailers have been kind of misleading. The last trailer we saw was like the clock was moving, and it was going towards 1. And I thought that initially meant that was going to June 1st of the release date. That wasn't the case. So obviously it involves Chronica, which was the Time Lord and one of the Elder Gods of the last game. But I'm also assuming the 1 stands for it's going back to Mortal Kombat 1. Hence, staying another reboot again. I just hope this time around, for those who don't know, I main Cyrex in the last couple of games. I just want Cyrex to come back as a playable character, especially in X. And not like I love how he was in X. I love the Triborg. We need a semi-formal sense of Triborg in this game, because it kind of pisses me off that we got Triborg, but we didn't get Triborg. Like Triborg was in the game, full moveset and all, but we couldn't get him as a playable character, and I'm like wondering why. I'm assuming it has something to do with like how broken of a character he is. I'm guessing that has something to do with it, but still, man, come on, Ed Boon. But the Master of Tools trailers again. But I hope it ends up being good. We have about literally 10 minutes left before it starts, so let me know what y'all think is going to happen in the trailer. I hope we get some gameplay. I hope it's just not a teaser. I hope we get some actual gameplay. Like, I want to see some gameplay or a full-on... I don't know. I mean, I know Nether disappoints, so I shouldn't be too worried about it, if anything, but if I can get something a little bit bigger, that'll be a little bit hype, if anything. That might be just a little bit hype if I can get that. That would be kind of cool in my department. But some things, I guess, before we start, let's go over some channel stuff recently that happened, because this is kind of important. I'll make another video about this, but I guess y'all will hear it first, whoever's on the stream. So, I know I've been streaming as much lately. Actually, it's been like forever. I think the last time I streamed was that interesting stream I did in New York, which I know a lot of people had a bunch of questions about. Which I'll get into in a sec, but a couple things first that are also important. So, in the background, for those who don't know, I've been actually upgrading equipment. What's up, Nine-Vault? Couple things. So, one, if you haven't noticed, my camera's got upgraded. As you can see, my camera's been definitely upgraded. This camera's a little different. And I'm going to get another newer version of this camera in the next month or so. Like, I've been trying to make things look better on this channel. I mean, I know, and I know y'all have seen the progression, like, since we first had it versus now. Like, I've been trying to slowly update in the background while trying to juggle a couple things. One of the things I will let y'all know, one of the things that I updated is this camera that I'm looking at you now. And I'll show more about this camera after the stream, like, after this, we go MK stuff. But this camera... And if you want me to do a video on this camera, I can. So if I put my hand up like this, right? Check this mess out. Watch when I move. See how it's following me? It's like I have my own cameraman without it being here. And it's in 4K. So that's another thing. The camera's been upgraded to better, higher quality, which is kind of cool. But that way, when I move around, when I'm in the seat, it will always follow me without me having to worry about anything. It's kind of a cool thing. That's why, if you notice, when I did the last unboxing video I did for actually this controller I was using, it was 1,000 times better. So that's one thing that's noted. The biggest thing that I'm announcing and talking about, I'm not going to be doing streams on Friday and Saturday right now, because the way my job's been working, I've been working Tuesday through Friday lately, so it's been kind of throwing me off. So if I start doing streams, it'll probably be on a Sunday or a Monday, and it'll probably be sporadic. So definitely, that's a really important news right now. Other things that are going on in the background too, besides that, is the fact of is that we'll be doing a giveaway soon, which is kind of important. So those who are not subbed to the channel, definitely watch out for that. And the other thing we're doing too, that's kind of new, is stream that. Oh, this Sunday, I'm probably going to try and make it so I can stream it through here. I'll give you more details on it. And like I said, this will be a separate video, so I'm just kind of saying to kill time here. But one other thing that's going to be going on, I will be commentating a Rivals of Ether event this Sunday that I should hopefully be able to stream on my end. So stay tuned for that. That'll be this Sunday around 6 o'clock. So if y'all want to see me commentate for the first time for a Rivals of Ether tournament, workshop tournament, called the Dev Derby, I'll make, and like I said, this will go into a separate video. But that's a little bit of quick note right now. I'll make another video going more in detail about all this stuff that's going on. Camera and all that stuff that I've been using. But other than that, I hope you're excited for MK12. I'm super excited for it. Go back. I think everyone and their mother is excited for this. No, go back. Why did it do that? There you go. Super excited. But the last trailer we saw was these two trailers, and I guess we'll try to guess from this. So we saw this timer, which was really interesting. And it skipped all the way to 1. And then the timer kept going. So that, I guess that was a signal for MK, it was resetting back to 1. And then this same trailer happened in this one. It got stuck on 1. I guess representing that's Mortal Kombat 1. And I don't see no like nuances in there. And then it just showed the release date. So either it's rebooting or it's been restarted. It's either one or the other. But we don't know yet. And then we had this, which is technically in the next 5 minutes. So whatever NetherRealm drops around this time is going to be huge. And we've been waiting on, because right now we got what? We got Street Fighter coming out. We got Tekken coming out. And we got this. We got the big 3 coming out all this year within 3 to 4 months gaps in between. And then a bunch of other little fighting games in between that came out. Like the Live Idol game that came out. Vita Fighters that come out. At least for Steam. I know I found out later that it was on phone. But that's coming out. Like I am super. And I mean super excited to see all this goes down. Like anybody want any returning characters y'all want to see in this game? Like I'm just wondering how they got rebooted. And I'm wondering if like Liu Kang is still going to be like the fire god, thunder god or whatever, or it's going to like reset and he's going to be back to normal and this and this. Or in the new game, it would be cool if they incorporate his fire thunder god powers in this game. Like it's going to be wild. It's going to be very, very wild. And it just, whatever is leading up to this point, it's going to be crazy. And I'm like refreshing all this like crazy. Like I'm refreshing this like crazy, hoping to see it come out soon, but I think it's not going to make it come out sooner rather than later, right? But how's everybody been? I haven't talked to y'all in a good minute now. How has everyone been on y'all end? Like 9 Vault, opening, everyone. I hope y'all been enjoying the videos lately. I'm trying to do more fighting game gyms. It's just my schedule is finally kind of going in the way that I wanted to. It just hasn't been doing it before. So that's one good thing on that note. Like, all I want is if Cyrix can just come back for me, I'll be happy. Like, if Cyrix can come back as a playable character, I'll be happy. I think that's like the one thing I want more than anything. What's up? What's up? If I can get that one thing, I think that's what I want more than anything. I just want Cyrex to come back. If he comes back, I'm done. Like that. After that, the whole trail, or at least reveal him. I don't think they're gonna reveal him in this trailer. Honestly, they probably won't reveal him until like when they do this second trailer or when they announce the full roster or whatever. Like, and they'll probably what they'll probably do, and this is my guess, they'll probably save him as like a DLC character or something. That's my guess. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, he's coming out. Oh, by the way, he's a DLC character. I think that's how they're gonna do it. I don't think they'll put him base game, in my opinion. They should, since he's been, or they may show him to sell the game sooner rather than later. I guess while we're waiting, let's watch this anniversary video.
This one arcade game that we made in 1992 has managed to spawn off all these different forms of media.
I'm Liu Kang. It is an honor to duel with you.
Is it possible that the past and future are
like this game came a long, long way. 30 years of Mortal Kombat is wild.
You're no soldier, Kung Lao. You don't show respect.
The infamous bicycle kick.
There's a good-looking guy. Well, look at the two of us.
Surprised to see me? I will make you regret it.
Finish it.
It never ends. Guys, it's time. 9 o'clock. Ed Boon, give us something. It's 9 o'clock. I don't see nothing yet. We're all waiting, guys. It's 9 o'clock and I don't see nothing yet. It's probably trying to... Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go! Here we go, guys. The big reveal.
It is time.
Here we go.
Time to wake up. To a new reality. To a blank canvas that I have painted in with warmth and peace. In my new era, the choice is yours. Whether to live in quiet serenity or bloody strife.
What is going on? Yo, this looks wild.
To dwell in joyous prosperity or bitter rivalry.
Melina's confirmed. Yo, this game looks wild.
You can face each other as sworn enemies
Scorpion, Sub-Zero.
or united as brothers.
Wait, what?
But a storm is brewing.
Is this literally a reboot?
You will discover.
Okay, there's Sun God Liu Kang. Okay, that's still confirmed.
In this new era, one constant remains.
Wait, what?
There is always something worth fighting for.
What is going on? Shane Song?
You have chosen to defy peace.
Then you have chosen war with a god.
Yo! Oh! Yo! Mortal Kombat 1. It's in our blood. September 19th, we got a date! Shang Tsung and Bay access. Yo! Yo, we got... One more time. We gotta watch this one more time, guys.
It is time.
So Shang Tsung was young. Liu Kang is still the Elder God.
Time to wake up.
And these are
To a
descendants.
new reality. To a blank canvas that I have painted in with warmth and peace. In my new era, the choice is yours. Whether to live in quiet serenity or bloody strife. To dwell in joyous prosperity or bitter rivalry. You can face each other as sworn enemies or united as brothers.
What is
But a
going
storm
on?
is brewing. And soon you will discover that even in this new era, one constant remains. There is always something worth fighting for.
Ooh. Ooh. Obviously Shang Tsung. Or the descendant of Shang Tsung.
You have chosen to defy peace.
Then you have chosen war with a god.
That has to be gameplay. This fatality has to be in-game fatality. Woo! Yo, chat, what y'all think? What y'all think? Check this mess out one more time. Let's.
It is time. Time to wake up to a new reality. To a blank
It
canvas.
looks like Kung Lao,
that
but
I
it ain't
painted
him.
in with warmth and peace. In my new era, the choice is yours. Whether to live in quiet serenity or bloody strife.
Yeah, I think the game could go. I think this game could be. I think it could rewrite the entire history of Mortal Kombat the way they're saying, since it's the one.
Bitter rivalry.
I think every choice. I think there's a branching story depending on what happens in the game.
You can face each other.
Sub-Zero and Scorpion, baby.
Sworn enemies. Or united as brothers. But a storm is brewing. And soon you will discover that even in this new era, one constant remains.
Ooh!
There is always something worth fighting for.
Ooh! Ooh! Woo! Fatality.
You have chosen to defy peace.
Then you have chosen war with a god.
Yo. Yo. Woo! Let's go. It's In Our Blood, September 19th. So that was Shane's song. And I like that little grappling, the Wolverine claws he has. So a couple things. This is interesting. So based on what I'm watching in this trailer, and and this will be the last time I watch it though. What I can see in this trailer, what's going on here.
It is time.
So based on what Liu Kang is saying, the path can be chosen to whatever you want to do. So I'm assuming this is a branching stone, but depending on what path you choose, depends on what happened in the story. So I can't really say this is the reboot.
To a blank canvas,
But
that I have painted in with warmth and peace.
But we do have, but here's the thing: Shane's song shows up, which was the first villain of the Mortal Kombat series before Quan Chi and Shao Kahn and all these other people. So it's like, it makes you wonder. Wait, what'd you say? Old says, I think 2 characters in the shop are Raiden and the Great Kung Lao. You think it's Raiden?
Rivalry.
And that I think Ray is going to be Liu Kang's pupil.
As sworn enemies.
Oh, Lao Kang's pupil.
Or
And Luke,
as
it happens to
brothers.
Liu Kang will got Raiden back, and maybe never will, and Raiden will just be a regular fighter.
Brewing. And soon you will discover.
That'd be crazy to see Raiden become a god again. That would be actually kind of cool. I would love to see that.
Era, one constant remains.
But this part right here, guys.
There's always something worth fighting for.
Those are definitely gonna be in-game fatalities, right? That's in-game stuff right here. That's definitely in-game right here.
You have chosen to defy peace.
Then you have chosen war with a god.
Fatality. Woo! This picture right here, though. This picture right here, though. Who do I want to see? I guess from my insight, any new character in the game is always a welcome addition. As long as they're written properly and have really cool moves, that'd be cool. My biggest one I want to come back more than anybody, like Liu Kang and everyone else is cool too. I dig that. Scorpion, Sub-Zero, those are staples of the game. One character I want the most to come back is Cyrex. Like I've been main Cyrex since Mortal Kombat 3. I mained him in 9. I mained him in X, but I couldn't give him an 11. Which, it wasn't bad that he wasn't 11. I'm like, okay, cool, I get it. Maybe it was a broken scenario. I don't know. But the issue is, he was technically in the game with a full moveset. I'd rather just not seen him at all. That's what bothers me. He was in the game with the full moveset. Like when people hack the game, like that's the part that bothers me. Also, the logo, I noticed 1 and the L make a 4, which this is the 4th reboot. Yeah. Let me look at the logo again. Hold on, let me go back to the logo. Yeah. That probably pissed me off the most. That probably or some form of Triborg. I was a Cyrex man. Like, if I'll say this, if he wasn't in the game at all, I would be like, okay, he's not in the game, just put him in there. No big deal. But the fact you put him in there, that's like in the what game was it? Was it X where Rain was in the game? Because the same thing happened in X2, right? Rain was in the game, but he wasn't a playable character. I just hope they come back. That's all I ask. Like, I understand they were slightly broken, but I guess my thought is then if you want to bring him back and you think he's broken or he does too much damage, just make him do less damage. I just want to see him in the game. Just at least see him. He didn't have to be like a top tier character or anything. I just want to see him in the game.
Time to wake up to a new reality, to a blank canvas that I have painted in with warmth and peace.
But you know what's interesting about this trailer? He said he painted it in with warmth and peace. So I have a feeling this is like all like the world is controlled by him, and in this sense he's like everything is like a figment of your imagination. It'd be crazy. This is like all a dream scenario where he's like, oh yeah, I'm mine. Like Luke. Could you imagine Liu Kang was like the villain of this game? Could you imagine? That'd be crazy. I mean, he was the villain in 11 technically too, right? Up until the end, right? He was like the hero because there was 2 different Liu Kang. So
to dwell in joyous prosperity or bitter rivalry.
I'm just really curious what new people gonna get in the game.
You can face each other.
Like, and it seems like every game, like Ed Boon's a freaking troll.
Sworn enemies. Or
He's a freaking troll.
Brothers.
But Ed Boon, at the end of the day, as much as he trolls, wait, you know what's interesting? Look at this. You notice something? I don't know if this is very convenient, but if you look at this look like portal thing here, it looks like it forms a 9. Maybe I'm overlooking through this trailer, but it looks like it forms a 9 here. Because 9 was a reboot too.
But a storm is brewing. And soon you will discover.
Now, you know what would be cool in this game? If they do some Shujinko stuff where like you create your character and going through the story and stuff, and then the icing on the cake, it plays like it reminds me. It'll be some Shaolin Monks thing. That's another game that's underrated. Shaolin Monks. You know what? One thing I would love to see. I don't think they'll ever do this game. I would love to see Tower 300 be brought back in this game. Anybody remember that from MK9? I will say I am one of the few people that can honestly say they complete 100% Tower 300 without spending any coins. Like I didn't skip none. I beat every single mission and beat Tower 300. And just so I can get some terrible Melina, just to get Melina costume. Which, to be fair, that costume should have been on Katana, not Melina, with their butter face and everything. I don't know why they do mess like that. You know what I would have wanted from Tower 300? And this is me going on a little bit of a rant. It would have been nice if I got Tower 300 and the unlock was getting more Kombat Trilogy or something. Or I beat both Tower 300s. I beat both of them, the Vita version and that one. The very end when you fight all the DLC characters again. I beat both versions of it. Both versions of it. It was really sick. Very, very sick.
There is something.
And I met Ed Boon in person. He's a really cool guy. Like even though I talk about how much of a troll he is, he's a really cool guy. I'll tell y'all if y'all want to hear the story. I know some people on the channel know, but if you want to hear the story how I met Ed Boon, it's the most craziest story ever.
You have chosen to defy peace.
Then you have chosen war.
Like after we watch this fatality, I'll tell the story of Ed Boon. How I met him. Like it's a crazy story, and it involves Evo too. That fatality looks like that's definitely in game right there. That'd be crazy if that's his win pose too. Liu Kang wins, he does that, and it says flawless victory. Shang Tsung look young as I don't know what too. You know, it'd be crazy if that's like Shang Tsung like the second or third or some crap like that. And the interesting thing about Shang Tsung, they didn't give him the face from the movie in this game, so it might be a different version from a different dimension. Like I feel like this is gonna be like multiple timelines spanning across the Legend Outbreak. So now, as it's playing, I'll tell you the story of how I met Ed Boon. So
It is time.
years ago, and I'll let the trailer play in the background because I've seen this trailer at least 6 times at this point. So 2014, for those who do know, I went to Evo. I entered for Injustice and a couple other games and everything.
To a blank canvas
I still have my
that I
Evo
have
badge.
painted in with warmth.
Actually, we'll grab it real quick. I still have my Evo badge.
The choice
So this
is
definitely make
yours.
the camera stop real quick.
Whether to live in quiet serenity or bloody strife.
Prized possession Evo badge to this day.
To dwell in joyous
So to give you some insight, a lot of crazy mess happened at Evo, and this will lead up to the Ed Boon part because this is all relevant. So Evo 2014, it was my first Evo,
You can face each
and going into the lobby, there was 2 things going on, which was kind of interesting. North Cal and South Cal yelling chants at each other for Evo, I guess for hyping up Evo. And me standing in line while there's the Elvis Presley convention going on at Evo. Not at Evo, but at the other building next to Evo, and being in line in front of a bunch of Elvis Presleys. And I was like, this is the most wildest thing I've ever seen. Then it comes out, you can walk through and see everything. I remember day one, the craziest thing that happened was a couple things. One was
always something worth
these 2 people arguing about a money match over Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and it was crazy. I was standing, I'm sitting, I just walked in, and there's these 2 people arguing like, oh yeah, who you play? I play Virgil, Dante, and this. Who you play? Well, I play Sentinel, Doom, and this, and they're both talking trash about each other's team, and all of a sudden like, man, if you think you're good at this game, put money on it. I'm like, and I'm just standing there, I'm still confused. I'm like, yo, they're going at it. The guy's like, man, put $100 on the match. I'm like, $100? I'm like, man, that's a lot of money. I'm a type of person who barely wants to bet 20, let alone 100. Another guy goes, 100? That's nothing. Put $300 on the match. I'm like, yo, this guy's crazy. And then all of a sudden he goes, 300? That's nothing. Put 500 on the match. And then they're going back and forth. And as they're arguing, the price keeps going higher and higher and higher, right? He goes, 500. No, that's put $600. By the end of the argument, it was I will never forget, it was $3,000 cash. First to 10 of Marvel vs. Capcom. And then, mind you, this is not a main event. This is just something that's randomly happening on the floor, right? And then all of a sudden everyone goes, oh, all the people acting on anime like, oh, somebody grabs the TV, somebody grabs controllers, somebody grabs a monitor, grabs the system. People are betting on the odds. Somebody's holding the money cash, and they play first to 10. It got 9-9. I forgot which person won, but they won the whole thing and everything. And then I remember seeing this guy give this guy $3,000 cash, and this all happened in a matter of like 10 minutes of setting it up. The match happening for like maybe 20 minutes, and then and everything. I was just sitting there like stunned. I was still in my scene spot with my book bag on. I was like, oh my god. And this guy randomly comes up to me and says, "Are you okay?" I'm like, he's like, oh, I'm like, you see what is happening there? Oh, you talking about the money match at $3,000? Oh, that's a normal thing at Evo. Welcome to Evo. He passed me on back, walks away. Okay. After that, I walked around venues and stuff like that. Okay, cool, whatever. So the next day, and I'll replay this trailer for those who haven't seen the trailer, by the way. So the next day comes around, and And that whole night I was up. I didn't sleep at all. I did not sleep. I practiced all night. I got to play people like Justin Ron, Daigo, and a bunch of other people too. Which those are separate things, but I won't get into that right now. But so next day comes around, and one of the biggest mistakes I did was it was around the time Brawl was out. I was supposed to sign up for Brawl, but somehow there was like a bit of confusion. I signed up for Melee, so I was definitely gonna get wrecked in this. So I was half asleep. It was like 6 o'clock in the morning because jet lag and time difference from East Coast to West Coast or whatever. And I remember I was gonna get some food, but the 7-Eleven wasn't open at the moment because the guy went on break or whatever. So I ran to get a hot dog or whatever, this overpriced $10 hot dog or whatever. It wasn't even a foot long either. And I remember at the time, my name, before I converted later to Jank as my main handle and everything, at the time my name was GSM Allspark, meaning game, set, match, and Allspark represent Transformers, because Transformers was one of my favorite childhood shows.
Or united as brothers.
And all of a sudden I hear my name over the loudspeaker, because I didn't realize how late I was from like lack of sleep and this. I'm running around trying to get something to eat. GSM Allspark, you better make it to the Smash Brothers booth. If you don't make it, you'll get an automatic game loss. So I'm panicking now. Like, this is my first time going to Evo, freaking out and everything, running around with this lanyard flying around my face and everything. And I'm running.
There is always
full force, right?
worth fighting for.
When I run to get there and everything, I trip. And we're not talking about like a trip and I caught myself. I trip bad. I can't even like hide this. I trip bad. Like to the point where I landed face first on the ground. Like glasses, and my glasses went flying. I remember landing in a way face first, and my glasses flew. I remember as all in motion, it flew. And mind you, and then here's the crazy thing: when I fell down, nobody laughed, which I was expecting people to laugh. They looked, and no one helped me up. It was the most weirdest thing ever. Like usually before I'll see people say, "Are you okay?" No one help me out at all, right? VCX, I'll answer your question in a second after this story. This story's almost done. So my face hits the ground and everything, and all of a sudden, person comes up to me. He goes, man, you okay? I'm like, my face hurts, but I'm good, but I just need to find my glasses. I can't see. This is literally like the Velma Jinkies, I can't find my glasses moment, right? Right? So all this mess happens, right? And everything. And when this happens, I'll lead. This is going to be important because this is going to lead to the picture or whatnot. And he helps me up. It's like, man, you okay? I was like, thank you so much for helping me out. Mind you, I cannot see who this person is in front of me. And lo and behold, guess who was the person that helped me up from the ground? It was Ed Boon. Ed Boon was the one person just minding his own business. It was Ed Boon. Ed Boon was the one that helped me up from the ground. And I met people in my lifetime, like stars and different stuff like that. But this is the one time I actually like freaked out. This is the one time I freaked out. I acted like a little kid and everything. I gushed and everything. I gushed and everything. This is a wild, very, very wild scenario. And I was like, it's Ed Boon, blah, blah. I grew up on your games and this and this. It was a huge thing, right? And he was really cool about it. He's like, thank you. And then they called my name again. I was like, man, I gotta run though. But can you do me one favor? He's like, what? I was like, can you take a picture of me? Because no one's gonna believe that I met you. He's like, sure. Really cool guy. And I'm trying to look for it right now. The picture, because I can't find it right this second. And then literally me and him took the picture. And this is, and once I find it, you'll see the picture I'm talking about. Where's that freaking picture? Give me one second. I know it's here. I just hold on. I have to do this again. Oh, it's in the wrong folder. No wonder I can't find a picture. And right here, found a picture. This is from Evo 2014, and that's how I met him. But anyway, crazy thing. But back to this though. There's my little story for you. For those who are wondering. But oh, you're a TF fan? Have you seen the trailer for the new game TF? TF. What is TF? Is that Team Fortress?